And we're back for our daily NBA predictions here on Thursday, March 27th. 8 games today in the National Basketball Association, and we're going to go over every single one of them like we've been doing all year long. The big ones tonight, Mavericks Magic in Orlando, Lakers Bulls rematch. We'll get to that one. I've got a lot to say about the Lakers because, hey, LeBron James, the man on the Lakers. Hey, big game winner yesterday. Really, saved Luka from getting slandered online for his lack of defense in the final 4 minutes of that basketball game. Shout out to LeBron, though. Stephen A. Smith is a clown. That's all I'm going to say. We'll get into a little bit of that later, but 8 games today in the NBA. And folks, before we get into the predictions, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily NBA predictions here on the channel. Earlier today, we posted our college basketball best bets for the 4 games today in the Sweet 16. And also, we started our MLB best bets today as well. Today is opening day in the MLB. That video is posted at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, every single day on the channel, MLB best bets. Make sure to go check that out. Again, link in the description down below. And also, linked is our UFC Fight Night Mexico predictions, Brandon Moreno and Steve Urseg this weekend for the Ultimate Fighting Championship. That's on Greedo Plays MMA, so subscribe to Greedo Plays MMA. And now let's get on to the first of our 8 games today. We start with this monstrosity. The San Antonio Spurs and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland minus 13.5, sure, I'll take that. San Antonio, we thought San Antonio was going to come crashing down back to earth in that Pistons game, and that's exactly what happened. Shout out to Devin Vassell. He's been playing great ball down the stretch of this year, and Stephon Castle is likely in line to win the Rookie of the Year. By the way, how the hell is... I saw this today. I was shocked. Draymond Green's going to win Defensive Player of the Year in 2025? What? Just because he went on a podcast and started talking about it? I mean, what... God. It should be Dyson Daniels, but if not, Evan Mobley should definitely get it. It's dumb. Anyways, I stopped caring about the awards, honestly. Like, they might try to give Jokic the MVP over Shea. They might do it. Anyways, we're taking the Cavs to absolutely blow out the Spurs tonight. Cleveland, I think, is on the right track, right? Back-to-back wins on the road against Utah and Portland. Sure, the Utah win doesn't mean anything. They're the ultimate tank team, and we do have Jazz basketball tonight, woohoo. But the win over Portland's big time, winning that game by 11 points, and that's without Donovan Mitchell in the lineup. Mitchell is back now. They are resting Evan Mobley tonight against the Spurs. That's okay. Cleveland's got a 4.5 game lead on the Boston Celtics right now, and I don't think Boston's going to catch up in this limited amount of time. And also, the Spurs don't stand a chance against Cleveland, even without Evan Mobley in the lineup. Yeah, San Antonio's fairly healthy going in this one. They have their full starting 5 ready: CP3, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, and Bismack Biyombo. But the Cavs are still the better basketball team. Expect either DeAndre Hunter or Dean Wade to get the start tonight for Cleveland. Honestly, they could start Ty Jerome, who's been playing really good ball this year too. But anyways, Mitchell's back in the lineup. That means the Cavs are going to win. They won their last game against Portland, even without Mitchell in the lineup. And Cleveland, we know, is one of the best lineups in all basketball. They are going to destroy the San Antonio Spurs tonight, and that is not a controversial take at all. So it's going to be Cleveland at home to win and cover the 13.5 points against the San Antonio Spurs. Next up, we go to maybe the game of the day. I know this is nationally televised, at least on NBA TV. We've got 2 35-38 teams in the Dallas Mavericks and the Orlando Magic. 2 teams who I kind of think are going to be in the play-in. Well, we know the Magic are obviously going to be in there. I don't know if they've clinched a play-in berth yet. I think they have, actually. But the Dallas Mavericks in a dogfight right now, but with them, the Sacramento Kings, and the Phoenix Suns. All of those teams are basically have the same record. Right now, as it stands, Dallas is the last team out, or the first team out. But I think they play a competitive game tonight. I'm not going to tell you they win. I think they have a chance to win 100%. But I think they do cover the 6.5 points as long as AD does play. Davis is questionable in this game with an adductor injury. It's a leg injury, right? I'm pretty sure. Knee injury, right? I think. No PJ Washington tonight, out with an ankle injury. Caleb Martin questionable. Brandon Williams questionable. Gadford Lively going to the G League Texas Legends. Maybe we'll see them down the stretch. Dallas has just got to find ways to win games, man. I don't think they're going to get the Magic tonight. I think they do play very competitively against them. Najee Marshall's been hooping recently, right? 22 points in the win over Brooklyn on Monday, 38 points in the loss at the Garden against the New York Knicks. And AD will likely play this game. They have no back-to-back here. They play play Saturday in Chicago and then back at home in Dallas on Monday against the Nets. So I'd assume Davis will give it a go. Now, AD didn't post the best stat line against Brooklyn in his return on Monday, but that was his first game back in, a month and a half? I would expect Davis to continue to get going, obviously ramping up before the plan. And honestly, if the Mavs are at full health, I know Kyrie's obviously not going to be back, but if the Mavs are able to go one game with AD back, obviously Washington back, potentially Lively and Gatford too, I don't mind them in a one-game spot against Phoenix. Now, I'd still probably take the Suns, but I think it would be a very competitive basketball game. Guys, I think the Kings are the worst team out of this equation right now. When the Mavs are at full strength, I'd rather watch the Mavs in the plan. We'll get to the Kings at the end of the video. They're the nightcap against the Blazers. I don't care about Sacramento Kings basketball right now. They are horrible. The Mavs aren't that much better, but with Anthony Davis, they're watchable, and I do think this team ultimately wins this game. Covers this game, the plus 6.5. We said it before, we'll say it again. Paolo Banchero right now is just being overlooked as one of the up-and-coming stars in this league. We talk about how Cade Cunningham is rising to the top, obviously, as a rising star. Well, Paolo Banchero, former number 1 overall pick as well. We forget that sometimes, I think. Banchero is a special player. This run he's been on the last month and a half has been absolutely spectacular, and I'd expect Banchero to have another big night as well. I expect this game to be close, but I honestly think the determining factor in this game is, I can't believe I'm saying this, right now the best player on the court, Paolo Banchero. Now, AD, when he's healthy, is obviously an elite player in the game, top 10 player in the game, but on his second night back, yes, I do think Banchero tonight is the best player in this game. I'm taking the Orlando Magic to beat the Dallas Mavericks, but ultimately, yes, I think Dallas is able to keep it competitive because of Davis, plus 6.5 Mavericks, Magic win. Don't bet the Magic money line, it's not worth it. Next up, we go to Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, for the Indiana Pacers and the Washington Wizards. Complete heartbreak yesterday for the Indiana Pacers. Now, I watch the Pacers a lot. It goes without saying. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Tyrese Halliburton. It's Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, my two favorite players in the league, right? So I watch the Pacers a lot. I like the Pacers a lot. I was happy LeBron and the Lakers came through yesterday. Obviously, we had the Lakers, and Lakers fandom takes over everything, obviously. But why is Tyrese Halliburton playing 3 minutes in the fourth quarter? Tyrese comes back in for the final minute and a half, sinks an and one midi to take the lead. They take him out for a defensive series. The Pacers get a stop. They then try to, they go on offense without Halliburton. The Lakers get the ball back, and then ultimately LeBron is the tip-in for the win. Why aren't you calling timeout to get Halliburton back on the court? What is Rick Carlisle doing? I'm gonna be honest. Now, I was going to a bunch of Indiana games last year, Pacers games last year. I didn't completely understand the hate for Rick Carlisle. The fan base, from what I've seen, at least going to Pacers games, they're very divided on Carlisle, okay, and Pacers Twitter too. But now I kind of get why people want him to retire. What are we doing? Why is Tyrese Halliburton only playing 32 minutes in a game like this, and why is he only playing 4 minutes in the fourth quarter? Your best player who's got 16 points and 18 assists cannot be off the court in the clutch in this game. I get it, he went 1 for 9 from the three-point line, but still, dude had 18 assists and 16 points and had the potential game-winning shot. I just don't know what Carlisle is doing. I think the Pacers beat the Wizards, full transparency. They're not going to lose this basketball game. But I think after the heartbreak of yesterday, I think they play Washington really close. Now, both these teams are coming off back-to-backs. As the Wizards yesterday, we successfully predicted them to go on the road to Philadelphia and win. I told you, the guys in the Wizards want it more than the Sixers do. I don't know who's going to play tonight for the Wizards. Again, the Wizards are in full tank mode. They couldn't out-tank the Sixers yesterday because Jordan Poole was playing. I have a sneaking suspicion that Jordan Poole might be resting. I don't know. I hope he's not. But at the same time, I'd hope Chris Middleton's back. I hope Malcolm Brogdon's back and Marcus Smart as well, just so we can get the plus 11.5. Again, I have no doubt in my mind the Indiana Pacers win this basketball game. They should be able to get it. But coming off of the meltdown yesterday and the Rick Carlisle coaching disaster class that happened, I think the Wizards are able to keep this game very close. The Wizards, right before the All-Star break, played Indiana very tightly. The Pacers ended up winning the basketball game, but they won in overtime by 4 points. So the Wizards in DC this season have played the Pacers close, and the Wizards have been a better team too down the stretch. So give me Washington plus 11.5. Sure, undoubtedly the Pacers win the basketball game, but give me the Wiz to cover. Next up, we go to South Beach, Miami, Florida, as the Heat take on the Atlanta Hawks, right? Another great upset pick or underdog pick we had the other day. Heat beating the Warriors in South Beach. I told you, and I believe this was the case. This game meant everything to Spoelstra, Pat Riley, and the players in the Miami Heat for Jimmy Butler. That was just another basketball game. the Miami Heat win the game and they blow out the Golden State Warriors. Now, Miami is still 10 games under 500, but they have now gone on a 2-game winning streak with those back-to-back wins over Charlotte and Golden State. This is where that win streak comes to an end. The Atlanta Hawks will go to Miami and win. Guys, I just want to point out the fight of this Atlanta Hawks team. The injuries this team has. They trade DeAndre Hunter. Jalen Johnson out for the season. Clint Capella likely out for the rest of the regular season, right? They've got so many injuries on this team. What is Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu, and and Zachary Ricochet, I already mentioned Daniels. What are they doing? They're fighting and they're keeping this team together. Guys, they're down by 35 points in the Houston game on Tuesday. They didn't win, but they came back to cover. So good teams win, great teams cover. Shout out to the Hawks, down by 35 points. I turned the game off when they were down by 30. I turned it back on in the fourth quarter. They only lose by 7. They had a chance to win that basketball game, by the way. Didn't go their way. Trae's shot wasn't really falling, but still, shout out to the Hawks. I don't claim Atlanta as one of my favorite teams. Again, I hate the term favorite team. I just like the Lakers. But if I had to say, okay, I do really like the Pacers too. I don't really claim the Hawks like that, but I love watching Trae Young play basketball. If I had to mark my third favorite player in the league, it's probably Trae Young. I'm not joking. It's probably Trae Young. If Bronny James doesn't count, I'm joking. I think the Hawks beat the Heat here. Yeah, Miami's won back-to-back games. Sure, they're not as good as the Hawks are, trust me. I don't care the games in Miami. I really don't. They're not going to have the crazy home court advantage because Miami fans don't really show up. So, Trae's probable. That means he's going to play. And I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I think Zachary Ricochet deserves all the respect in the world. This guy's been absolutely hooping. He's averaging 15 points a game in his last 10. The guy is legit. Now, he's not going to win Rookie of the Year, but he should be all-rookie first team. Zachary Ricochet is only 19 years old, guys. He's going to be a very good player for a very long time in this league. I don't know what the long-term outlook looks like for the Hawks, but I do know right now they are a solid team. I think they're going to finish about 500 in the regular season, and I do think they're going to win their first play-in game, even if it is the Orlando Magic. I'm a huge Trae Young guy. He's been keeping this team together. I love the defensive effort out of Dyson Daniels. Guys, Dyson Daniels is going to get robbed of both Most Improved Player and Defensive Player of the Year. It's an absolute joke. He's not going to win DPOY because he's a guard. He's not going to win Most Improved Player because he wasn't an All-Star this season, and they're going to give it to Cade Cunningham instead. Cade Cunningham was the number 1 overall pick, and he was still very good last season. What are we doing? What are we doing? And don't get me started on Draymond Green winning DPOY over Dyson Daniels. It's a joke. Give me the Atlanta Hawks, though, to win this game in Miami. I don't think the Hawks are as good as them. I really like this Atlanta team. They're never out of a game. They shoot the light. They shoot lights out. Is what I was going for there. Give me Atlanta. Next up, we move to Chicago, Illinois. The Los Angeles Lakers take on the Chicago Bulls. Give me the Lakers. I understand LeBron probably won't play. One of LeBron or Luka are not playing. If both aren't playing, we're screwed. I'm not going to lie. We're screwed. I'm not going to lie. Because I'm not going to lie, I already parlayed this with our final MLB best bet. So go check that out because the line shifted on that game after I made the video, but I still like it. Our second and last best bet, not the last one. The last one's at plus money. But so if you want to know what we're doing, go check out our MLB best bets video. I didn't mention it then, but I played it now, obviously. The second to last game on our best bet video, we parlayed it with the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. And I think I got really good value on it. I think. As long as one of Luka or LeBron play. I'm expecting, again, one of those two guys to be out. Likely it'll be LeBron. I don't think LeBron's going to play tonight. Shout out to LeBron for going to the Pat McAfee interview. That was hilarious. Stephen A. Smith is an absolute clown. Windhorse is an absolute, whatever the hell that dude's name is, the clown. The media is just, everyone's, up in arms in the media at ESPN about that. Don't care. LeBron is telling the truth. I can't wait for the stories LeBron's going to tell once he retires. I still don't think that's going to be for another couple seasons. I did find it really interesting. He said that he thought the lottery was kind of rigged, though. That surprised me. That he thought, him going to Cleveland, Rose to New York, Rose to Cleveland, Rose to Chicago, and Ewing to New York. I found that really interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I expect second night of the back-to-back. I'm just going to guess no LeBron, no Rui tonight, which sucks because Rui hit some big-time shots to, I thought, put the game away yesterday until the Lakers defensively collapsed, but it's fine. I expect no LeBron, no Rui tonight, which I still think the Lakers win. I don't think Luka's going to let them lose back-to-back games of the Bulls. I don't think so. And trust me, I really like Chicago. I just don't think they're able to beat the Lakers twice. This team's on fire right now. 3 straight wins, Kings, Lakers, Nuggets, and now they're back at home. We've talked about it. Josh Giddey is elite. The thing is, Josh Giddey's questionable tonight. Lonzo might return with his wrist injury tonight, and Vucevic is questionable as well. I'm not really concerned about Vuce. Kobe White probable. He's been an absolute monster. Actually, I think LeBron might play today because in his post-game interview yesterday with ESPN, he kind of hinted that he was, preparing for this game. So actually, no, I think LeBron is going to give it a go. I think we're fine. Maybe Luka doesn't play tonight. No, I think they're both going to play just because of what happened last time against Chicago. I think we're okay. I think the Lakers are going to be more than motivated to win this game. And if Josh Giddey doesn't play, I'm not, like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Giddey's elite, guys, and he's going to get $150 million in the offseason. If Josh Giddey doesn't play, I am all over the Lakers, and I feel so confident about it. I'm still confident regardless, but I'm telling you guys, Giddey is such a game changer for Chicago. I think the Lakers win, though. Because thinking, again, what LeBron said after the Indiana game, I think he's going to play. Maybe it's Luka who doesn't give it a go, but still, I think just LeBron or just Luka are able to win this basketball game against the Bulls. Yes, the Bulls play fast, but I think the Lakers have learned their lesson from that first matchup, and I think Chicago's got to cool down eventually, right? I mean, Kobe White with 35, 36, and 37 points in back-to-back-to-back games. Shout out to Kobe White. He's learning how to use his size effectively. He's 6'5". He plays really well as a combo guard. Anyways, give me the Lakers to win this game on the road in Chicago. I think they can cover the 3.5 points, but I don't mind their money line parlayed with our fourth best bet for the MLB video. Okay, sixth best bet of the video, Thunder versus Grizzlies. Give me the Thunder. Guys, personally, I'm just going to stay away from betting all Thunder games from here on out. Not because we've lost to the Thunder. They cash for us all the time. I'm just thinking about it. The Thunder have clinched their 60 wins. They are still by far the best team in basketball. They have the best player in basketball. You got to question now, though, the motivation to win. They got their 60. Yes, they can still get 70 if they sweep the board. I don't think they're going to sweep the last 10 games. I just don't think so. I think they'll likely lose one of their 2 games to the Lakers. I think they'll probably might lose in Houston. I think, again, if they win their next, 6, they'll try for the 70, but I don't think they're going to get it. I expect this team to go 68, honestly, 68-14 would be my guess. I think they'll lose probably in Houston and 1 against the Lakers. Probably the second game against the Lakers. But I would stay away from betting Thunder games right now. If anything, I just bet Shea's over. That's my favorite thing to do with the Thunder, just because it doesn't always hit, obviously. Or Shea PRA's been doing pretty well recently. Regardless, though, they are still trying to get Shea this MVP. They know the race is pretty tight with him and Jokic. Again, I think it should be a foregone conclusion at this point. I get it. Oh, Jokic puts up the triple-doubles. I don't care. Shea's going to be on a 68-win team. And he's the reason for that, okay? The Thunder tonight, multiple injuries. Now, don't get me wrong. I still think they cover, and I still think they win. But no Jalen Williams. J-Dub's questionable. Oh, interesting. Dang is out. Aaron Wiggins out. Cason Wallace questionable. So, I mean, yeah, it's a fairly healthy squad tonight, but you never know what's going to happen prior to the game on who gets ruled out or not. The Grizz are still dealing with this jaw injury, which making me kind of just question, when's Ja going to be back? He's been out for 2 weeks now. I don't know. I mean, obviously, Ja will be back for the playoffs. I'm just saying, when we're looking at the top 6 of the Western Conference right now, the Grizzlies kind of feel like the team you want in the first round now. I'm not joking. That's the team you want. Now, I fully expect Ja to return in a couple nights when they play the Lakers, just because that's how that works. I'm serious. That's probably what will happen. But yeah, that's the team you want right now in the Western Conference. I'm hoping the Lakers get 3-6 versus them and the Grizz. That's what I'm hoping happens. I don't think the Grizz fall to 6, but that's kind of what I'm hoping for. We'll see. This game, though, give me the Thunder. They should be able to dominate this basketball game. Grizz still without Ja. They've got some other injuries as well. The Thunder are the better team, and the game's in OKC. So give me the Thunder. 10.5, yeah, I like it, but I wouldn't bet it personally. The Thunder have nothing to play for, if we're being honest. Next up, we move to our next game, and we go to Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, with the Utah Jazz and the Houston Rockets. So, again, guys, I do preview these games before I get up here and talk to you guys. I don't with Utah Jazz games, because I know what I'm going to pick for the Utah Jazz. More times than not, I'm picking them to lose in the spread. Only when they're playing another tanking team do I really look into this. Okay, so I haven't checked their injury situation for today. I'm recording this video, full transparency, at 2:48 in the morning. So the injury report's not fully out yet. I'm going to say, let's go over under 6.5 injuries for the Jazz. I'm going to say over. So 7 injuries on the injury report for the Jazz. That is including Taylor Hendricks, who's been on there the entire season. All right, let's see. It is, wow, only 5 tonight. Wow. No Jordan Clarkson, no Lauri Markkanen, no John Collins still, no Elijah Harkless. Wow. Markkanen's out due to conditioning? What? Clarkson out foot injury. So you know why they don't rule Walker Kessler out? It's because he's their three-point shooter now. It's ridiculous. He's a 13% career three-point shooter, but he's going to shoot 8 a game now because they, got to lose. All right. Well, the Jazz still, no Markkanen, no Clarkson. That's a big deal. They're their 2 highest paid, those guys are their 2 highest paid players. Clarkson's the longest active Jazz player right now. Yeah, this is all right. The Rockets will win this basketball game. I have no doubt in my mind. They're going to go to Utah. They're going to beat up on this team. The Jazz, guys, there's nothing to break down here. The Jazz want to lose. And you guys think that's a myth? No, it's not. Look at the injury report every single night. It's not a joke. They are trying to play capture the flag. But I'm serious, guys. They are going to end up with VJ Edgecombe with pick number 5. You know what? Let's do this real quick. I haven't done this ever. We're going to go to Tankathon real quick, guys. Here we go. And we're going to sim the draft lottery right now. And we're going to see, look at all these ads. We're going to see where the Utah Jazz end up. I'm not joking. They're going to get, even this will know. The Jazz are not scripted to get the number 1 pick. Let's see who wins it. Here, exactly. I swear, I did not figure this. I didn't do this beforehand. The Jazz are the 5th pick. Even this knows. The Jazz will not get rewarded the number 1 pick. The Raptors will. Yes, 100%. Cooper Flag will go to the Raptors with that young core. I'm serious. Number 5, VJ Edgecombe to the Utah Jazz. Man from Baylor. I'm not joking. They have him at 5. No, Edgecombe will slide because I think Kasparis will go higher than him. Yes, number 5, VJ Edgecombe to the Utah Jazz. That's what they are going to get stuck with. I'm serious. Raptors by 1,000,000 tonight. Here's our final game of the day. We go to Sacramento, California. The Sacramento Kings take on the Portland Trailblazers. I'm taking the Trailblazers to beat the Kings. Let's put the Kings out their misery, guys. Let's just do it. Just eliminate them. Their fans have been through enough. Let's just be honest, they have. But they've lost 4 straight games. Bulls, Bucks, Celtics, Thunder. They're watching their season slip away. Portland has lost back-to-back games, but to the 2 best teams in the East. Prior to that, they were on a 4-game winning streak, beating the Raptors, Wizards, Grizzlies, and Nuggets. They had been at home for 7 straight games. They are going on the road, and they are beating the Sacramento Kings. Kamara, questionable. Jeremy Grant, doubtful. Don't care. The Kings aren't good. They can't figure it out. I thought eventually, the Kings are going to figure things out. They're going to be fine for the plan. They'll make the plan. They're going to miss, guys, because look at this road trip coming up. So they're going to lose tonight to the Blazers. I trust in Anthony Simons. I trust in Shaden Sharp coming off the bench. I trust in Denny Adjeva, who's been incredible. They're going to lose to Portland. They're going to lose to Orlando. They're going to lose to Indiana. They're not going to lose to the Wizards and the Hornets, but then they're going to lose to Cleveland, lose to Detroit, lose to Denver, lose to the Clippers, and then April 13th might be a game that matters, final game of the regular season. They will lose to the Suns. This team, guys, is going to go 37-45. They're not making the plan. It's going to be Suns 9, Mavs 10. They're done. They are done. They are going to phone it in eventually. They can't figure it out with Levine and DeRozan. Guys, the DeRozan signing to Sacramento never made sense, and it still doesn't. What the Kings should do, they need to tear this down. This core is not winning. And I know, you just signed DeRozan. Sure, DeRozan, if you trade everyone else. I'm serious. Sabonis too. Because, guys, this team's not winning anything. Trade Sabonis. Trade Levine. Well, I don't know if Levine's got one more year, right? I think. DeMar's only making $25 million a year, but if DeMar still wants to stay after you trade all these guys, I'm serious. Trade Malik Monk. You can keep Keegan. I think you can keep Keegan. But other than that, guys, the only players on this entire team that are safe, I'm serious, if I'm the Kings, is Keegan Murray, Devin Carter, because you just picked him. I'm serious. No one else. Keon Ellis, gone. Malik Monk, gone. Sabonis, gone. Valanciunas, obviously gone. You can keep Jake LaRavia, I guess. He's young. You can keep LaRavia if you want. Those are the 3 guys I'm keeping. Not that I'm building around Jake LaRavia. It's just he's young and there's no reason to get rid of him. Those are the 3 guys I'm keeping. Everyone else is out of here. I'm serious. They're not winning with this core. Time to tank and time to figure things out. That's what Sacramento should do. They won't do it, but the Blazers are beating them tonight. Give me Anthony Simons. Give me Scoot Henderson. I think, again, the Blazers should be able to outrun this Kings team all night. Guys, Sacramento, they're depleted. They don't, have hit rock bottom. You know, the 2K, when you're playing My NBA or My GM with 2K, and you look at the team chemistry setting, they're at 2% right now, all right? Give me the Blazers. It's a young team that doesn't really care if they're winning or not. They want to win, obviously, but it's not, they weren't expected to be anything this season. They will run into Sacramento, and they'll come out there with the victory. Give me the Portland Trailblazers to beat the Sacramento Kings tonight. Keep your points, plus 180. Kings suck. Give me the Blazers. And folks, that'll do it for our NBA predictions here on March 27th. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank you all for watching, and Mamba forever.